Hey friends, SGT here with a update about the Dallas shooting. Hey, look, our hearts obviously go out to law enforcement who lost their lives today, to their families, our condolences. It's an absolute outrage that criminals would use weapons to hurt anybody, and leave it to CNN to weave the narrative together before we even know who is behind these shootings to come after the guns. I want to play this clip for you from CNN, recorded just moments ago. As the story unfolds in Dallas, it needs to be said that CNN and the powers that be will waste no time using this tragic event in Dallas as a reason to come after the guns. I'll try to break this down as we go. Listen up.
Again, we just have a number of homegrown terrorist groups in this country. We pay a whole lot of attention to our Muslim terrorist groups from ISIS and Al-Qaeda, but we've got a number of groups here in this country that are up to terrorizing groups of people within our own borders. And
I'm going to stop it there and just remind everybody of the Massacre report. Of course, the Federal Bureau of Investigation put out a report claiming that constitutionalists and patriots, those that would mention the Constitution or the Bill of Rights, are terrorists and should be treated as such.
We've got a number of groups here in this country that are, up to terrorizing groups of people within our own borders.
These aren't patriots that shot these police officers. These are most likely people related to the Black Lives Matter movement, or worse, they were fostered by federal agencies. We don't know yet, but leave it to CNN to conflate the issue to come after guns, leaving viewers, uninformed viewers, to believe that if there were no guns in the hands of people, in the hands of American citizens, then there would be no violence. Of course, that's absurd, because the only people that would turn in their guns are law-abiding citizens, leaving the rest of the weapons in the hands of only the criminals and the government.
And I don't know what the FBI is doing behind the scenes and other law enforcement groups, but we still need to make sure that we have a really good handle on those particular groups as well.
Mm-hmm. I asked Charles Blow this earlier. I don't want to live in fear like this. Where do we go to? Ariva, what do we do from here? What do we do?
I think we all have to go home and kiss our loved ones. We have to say some prayers, and then we have to roll up our sleeves and get to work. I think there are solutions to these problems. I think we saw efforts being made in the Congress a couple of weeks ago around this whole issue of guns and what types of guns people should be allowed to have and who should be allowed to have them.
All right, we're going to stop there because, of course, we've seen California implement a gun grab. Jerry Brown just recently signed bills banning guns from lawful citizens, magazines, access to ammunition. I think 6 gun bills were just signed by Jerry Brown. And this woman is suggesting that we need to revisit the idea of taking guns away from law-abiding citizens. Of course, it's what they say every single time there's a shooting.
I think the answers are here in front of us now. It's just a question of our will and our courage.
It's our courage. We just need courage to ban guns. We need courage to destroy the Second Amendment. We just need courage to strip the lawful ownership of guns from the American citizens, is what she thinks. That's at least the story she's pitching and the narrative she's weaving on Mockingbird mainstream media CNN.
To face some of these really difficult, complex issues. But I think we can solve them. I'm with the president. We can do better.
Yeah, she's with the president. She stands with Obama. She stands with Hillary Clinton. She stands with people who are above the law, which has been clearly demonstrated in recent days. These people are tyrants, and they are going to continue to use these incidents, whether they are fostered false flags or genuine organic tragedies. They're going to continue to use these events to stitch together the narrative that guns are the problem and that if guns were banned, and if the American citizens all turned in their guns, then these incidents would stop. And I am here to tell you, as you all know, that the minute they get the guns from the law-abiding citizens, the death squads will roll out. Because the only thing standing between us and this tyrannical government, which, by the way, has given itself the ability under the law, quote-unquote law, to use propaganda in the homeland, the minute we turn in the guns, we're dead. We're all dead. Thanks for tuning in. I know y'all know this, but I wanted to get this out right away because CNN is truly the CIA mainstream mockingbird media. An SGT report is the corporate propaganda antidote. Thanks for watching.